Since the mid-60s, the planning permission for Waveney Valley Lakes to be a caravan holiday park was set in place. Although it's famous as a fishery, the original concept of this business was holiday home parks. When Penn Anglin, the company I've worked for a number of years, we took over the Waveney Valley Lakes, we decided to develop that side of it because we felt that's the direction that business would go. We have permission on the site for 99 plots, and it is a mixture of caravans, lodges. Some of those are rentals, majority of them are owned. So we can offer two things. We can offer a brand new caravan or lodge on a plot with a licence period, or we can offer a second-hand one which has the balance of that licence remaining at purchase. All different kinds of price bands, depending on, you can start with a caravan which might have maybe just 5 years licence left on it. It would be single glazed, no central heating, might have a very good fishing swim, obviously adds value to the caravan. Working your way through to luxury caravans, bigger caravans, and then you move up into the lodges. And now we've got some lodges that are going to be coming on here soon, 44 foot by 22 foot, top end but absolute luxury. And so there we've got something for everybody. It's not cheap, there's site fees to pay, but it's like everything else, you're paying for what you get. We've only got 99 plots in 60 acres, and those 99 plots have to pay for the upkeep of Waveney Valley Lakes. So if you want cheaper, you go to another park and you get 400 caravans in 40 acres, and you get what you pay for. So here we're about peace and quiet, nature, wildlife, obviously the fishing, but there's a lot of people that own here that don't fish, because the bird life and the animal life here is fantastic. You know, we're regularly seeing muntjac deer, roe deer, stoats, weasels, all kinds of things here, birds of prey, all kinds here. Up to last week we had a peregrine falcon here sitting on somebody's decking. So there's lots to offer everybody. Unless you want a clubhouse, swimming pool, we're not the park for you. Peace and quiet, wildlife. That's why we've been a David Bellamy Gold Star Nature Park for 10 years, and that's the direction we want to go in. When you purchase a holiday home at Waveney Valley Lakes, you are the owner of that holiday home, that caravan or that lodge. That's yours, your responsibility, and you lease the land and the fishing swim from us on a set period of time. When we sell a brand new caravan, we issue a licence that's drawn up by the governing body of caravan parks. So it's quite a good licence agreement that you get. Caravan, you get 15 years, although some of the larger, more modern ones that are coming on here now, 42 foot long by 13 wide, we would issue a 20-year licence with them. Brand new lodges, they get a standard 35-year licence. So when you purchase something that's 2 years old, caravan, you'd buy it and have 13 years remaining. So that's how the system works. If you buy a plot, or if you buy a holiday home in a plot that's fenced in, you're responsible for the maintenance of the grounds within that plot. If you buy a holiday home on a plot like the lodge that you're staying in, where it's all open plan, we would maintain the grounds around. So you can think, do I want to make the garden my own? Do I want to give it my own little personal touches, or do I just want to get down here and fish and let somebody else worry about it? So there's options for both people, both kinds, whatever you want to do. The majority of people that come to Waveney Valley Lakes, they tend to buy like a trial, if you like maybe a cheaper end caravan, just to make sure that they like the place, they like the lifestyle. If you're not going to use your caravan at Waveney Valley Lakes, it's not worth it. You've got to use it to get value for money. So we've got people here, they have all their holidays here, they're here most weekends. Some of them with the luxury caravans that have got central heating, double glazing, they're here quite a bit all through the winter, so they get value for money. So you've got to be sure that you're going to use it. So they buy a cheaper end caravan just to make sure it's the lifestyle they like, that they're going to enjoy, not only Waveney Valley Lakes but the surrounding areas, because we're 40 minutes from everything here, 40 minutes from Norwich, from the coast, Lowestoft, Yarmouth, Southwold, lots of attractions. So if that's the kind of area you like, you can get a lot of value from your holiday home. Depending on the circumstances, normally if you want to upgrade either to a new caravan or lodge, we would offer you a part exchange price on your caravan, and that would all be worked out at the time. if you want, some people, they've got an old caravan, it might only have 2 years left on the licence, but they love their plot so much they want to put a brand new one on the same plot. We would do them the deal. They would sell the caravan to a trader who comes away, takes it away, and then if they had 2 years remaining, we would add that to the 15, so they'd get the 17. So they wouldn't lose any of the time of the licence that they originally purchased. We like to make sure that this is right for them. It's no point I live on the site. I don't want to pressurise and sell something to someone who's banging on my door saying, you said this, you promised that. So people normally have one visit and then they make an appointment, come back. They've normally got 1 or 2 things in mind by then, come back, have another look at them. If they then decide to proceed, the way it works is that we take a deposit from them and they have 7 days to then go away and think about their purchase, just to make sure that everything's okay. After 7 days, if they're still on for the purchase, we then have the premises gas and electric checked, so everything is safe and for them to take over. And then as soon as full payment's been made, we give them the keys and then they're on holiday at Waveney Valley Lakes. Well, D3 Lodge, it's sited on D Lake, swim number 3. You're on a well-known carp lake. It's got a good head of carp in it, but we also try and keep it as a good mixed fishery because not everybody on site wants to fish for carp. To give you an idea, this year this lake had too many bream in it. We removed, I think, about 100 bream, between 4 and 8 pound, 1,000 pounds in weight of small silverfish, and we will replace them with 450 8-inch tench, 450 6-inch crucians, just to try and maintain a balance for the fishery. Last year we put 30 10-pound carp in here as well, just to keep the fish going. It's, you know, fish don't live forever. There's a lot of old fish in here every winter, and spring we lose 1 or 2, so we try to keep them coming through. We would never buy big fish and put them in. We always like to bring them through naturally. There's a fair head of 20s in here, 2 or 3 30s, but it's a good upper doubles 20s water. We've got D3, which is obviously sited here, which is the lodge that I explained, and next door D4 is at the moment an empty plot, but it is constructed ready to take I can put a lodge on there up to 44 foot by 20 onto that one, and that would have an extremely good fishing swim. That would be the one fishing up into the corner and across the back, which is quite a well-known area over the years with numerous anglers fishing. This one, as you know, it's got quite a bit of water. It's up for sale, this one. This is probably the cheapest lodge we've ever had here at the moment. I think you could probably purchase this one for about $69,995. I think it's probably going to be sold with 31, 32 years left on the licence. And then we work upwards to there. I mean, top of the range lodge on Waveney Valley Lakes could cost you up to 180, 190,000 pounds. It depends what you want and where it's sited. With Sea Lake, another famous lake here, I've removed 4 older caravans from the centre of the lake. Swims 6, 7, 8 and 9, and they will be developed for lodge plots as well. So there'll be 4 lodges to go onto there. I've got a couple of lodges on E Lake which are privately owned, but one of those is up for sale at the moment. And behind them, on E Lake, there's 2 pads there for lodges. Not lakeside, non-fishing. But at Waveney Valley Lakes, I would think maybe 35% of our people here don't fish. So brilliant views from them across the river there, across the valley to the other side. Far side over there is Suffolk. We're sitting here in Norfolk. So something for everybody. Most people here, when they purchase a home, they want some kind of decking constructed. We build all the wooden deckings ourselves. Russell, the lad that's worked here for a number of years, most of the anglers will know Russell, he's fished here for years. Terrific carpenter. He builds all the deckings. We will draw a plan up, quote a price for it, and if people want to go ahead with that, then we can build it. We can make their swims how they want them, steps down, different angles for the sun, or however they want them. I would think the longest resident we've got here is a young lady that's she's now got one of the bungalows on B Lake, but she's been coming here since the late 60s with her parents when they used to own, and then she had her own caravan and now she's in a bungalow, so she's been here a long time. I first started fishing here in 1979. I obviously didn't own anything here then. I used to just come and bivvy up fish or come and have a caravan for holidays, but she's been around this park ever since I've been coming here, so she's probably our longest resident. They do like their pub grub up here in Norfolk, and you've got some really nice pubs. We've got one within walking distance, which is the Bell, which is in the village, and another one which is on a nice night walking distance in the village of Homersfield, which is the Black Swan. There's some nice pubs in there in Holston as well. So lots of cafes. You've got a budging supermarket in Holston. That's maybe only, Holston's 5 minutes away. If you want to do more shopping, have a slightly bigger town to visit, 20 minutes up the road you've got Beccles, you've got Tesco's, Morrison's, things like that, everything you want. It's typical Norfolk. It's a really nice place to be, nice and tranquil, nice people, really nice place to relax.